Yeah, welcome once again. Just as I promised, we are going to continue from where we stopped in this video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please try to subscribe. It doesn't bite. You get it? Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, let's proceed. There's a question before us, and the question is why scandium and zinc is exempted from first row transition methods. Don't forget that I said in the first row transition method, we have 10 elements. And you will see that I've circled out two, the first and the last of that row, and that's scandium and zinc. Why? Why this exemption? This is what you are going to learn in this video. Just keep following. You get it? Okay, let's start. Before you can exclude a particular element or prove some point whereby they are not something, you have to understand what defines that thing that you're talking about. First of all, let's understand what is transition method. Chemically, or let me say IUPAC, according to International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, IUPAC, the definition of transition method is the element that partially fill the d orbital in both, please take note of that word, in both their cationic and neutral state. So that means the two key words of this statement, of this sentence I just made, is neutrality and cationicity. Now, why not anion? I've already told you that to erase anything anion from your mind. These are metal. We did not say transition non metals. In fact, there's no transition non metal. You get it? So this is transition metal, and metals are electropositive, and electropositive are called cations. So what we are learning here is either neutral or cation. So what we mean is that this element that will be a transition method must be a transition method which is ability to be able to have at least one electron in the d orbital. That means if you configure them, that means the d orbital, let's say 3D, must have something, at least one, in the d orbital, in both their neutral and cationic state. Now, why the scandium and zinc are exempted? Don't forget that we have two conditions. It must fill the d orbital in both neutral and cationic state. So that means if any of them disobey the two, the person is out. If any of these elements disobey only one, it has also been ruled out. For you to become a transition method, you have to obey these two conditions. I want to believe that you are following. Good. Now let's do something very quickly. Let's start with scandium. Scandium is known to give an oxidation state of 3+. Now, what is oxidation state? That means in combination with other elements, the amount, metals are electron givers. They give electrons. They are naturally curated to be susceptible to attack from highly electronegative elements. So if scandium reacts with maybe chlorine now, chlorine has the ability to take up to 3 electrons from him. So that is the oxidation state it likes or prefers to express. Now, if we configure this, scandium is 21 normally, and that should be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3d1, 3d1, 4s2, 3d10, sorry, 4s2. By the time you read this, you will see that this is 2 plus 2 plus 6, that's 10 plus 2, that's 12, 12 plus 10. I think this is too much. This should be 4s2, then 3d1. By the time you sum this up, this is 2 in 4 places, that's 8, 8 plus 6, that's 14. I think we omitted 3p, sorry, 3p6, 4s2, and 3d1. By the time you sum this up, this is 2, 2, that's 4, 10, 12, 18, 20, and 21. So normally, when scandium is not existing in this oxidation state, it's supposed to be 21 electron number. Because at neutral state, all elements have the same number of proton and electron. So even though this 21 is indicating the atomic number or proton number, we can also use it to depict the electronic number of scandium. So scandium at neutral state has 21 electron. So this 21 electron is configured this way. Now, as you configure this 21 electron, we notice that this scandium has obeyed this condition, that at least it has partially filled the d orbital. That means have at least one electron in the d orbital. But when scandium, this is the neutral state. That means at neutral state, scandium is obedient to our condition. But when scandium now becomes scandium 3+, definitely you can no longer maintain this 21 atomic number. And I told you that atomic number is also the number of electrons at neutral state. So it has to be a change. So the proton number will still be 21, but the electron number will not be imbalanced because you have to minus. That means the atomic number has reduced by 3 because 3 plus atomic number is also called proton number. So if an element is carrying 3 plus, that means it has lost 3 proton. So if scandium lost 3 proton out of 21, how much is left? 18. That means if you are going to configure, this is how it's going to look like. You are going to remove 3 out of this. That means this one and these 2 have to be ruled out. That means what you'll be left with is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. And if you check this configuration very well, is the configuration of argon. You see? So at this cationic state of 3 plus for scandium, it has disobeyed the rule of being a transition metal because it does not even have any electron in the d orbital. Do you get it? So please stay tuned. I'm going to explain scandium in the next video. Thank you.